Dear viewers, in the last 2 weeks, Sensex has touched 50,000 level and it has breached and is continuing its upward journey. In this episode, I am going to discuss all the possibilities that might be there in store in days and weeks and months ahead. What is that the investor should be doing in such a scenario? All the answers we will discuss in this particular episode. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakant Bhatt, investment consultant and a financial planner.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
The month of January 2021 has been very euphoric month in the stock markets of India. Sensex climbed relentlessly higher levels day after day. Around a week prior to end of January, the Sensex touched 50,000. That is when the tiredness was noticed in the stock markets and market did not sustain 50,000 levels. Thereafter, in a week's time, Sensex gave up that 50,000 level and came back towards 46,000. Then suddenly, starting from 1st of February, again the Sensex moved up in a very fast way and conquered 50,000 again, and at the time of recording this video, Sensex is just short of 52,000 and making lifetime highs day after day. In the last week of January, the stock markets were going down and the markets went back to 46,000. What made the stock markets to change the direction and again start moving upwards? The incident which changed the direction of the market is the presentation of Union Budget 2021 by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Nobody had expected the announcement she made in the market. The finance minister made her intention very clear to expand the budget and spend a lot of money on several projects like infrastructure, healthcare, Atmanirbhar plans of government. This gave a lot of confidence to the market, and the markets gave a thumbs up to this budget. That is the precise reason why the stock markets climbed by more than 6,000 points in less than 1 week's time. Even before this budget was presented, there was ample liquidity in the system. Internationally, the interest rates are closer to zero. There is accommodative policies by several central banks. Many of the central banks are expanding their budgets, so this is making the money chase different assets. When the deposit rates are closer to zero in the dollar world, the investors will try to find from where they can get yield. The money which is there in the circulation can chase different assets and the asset prices can move through the roof. That's exactly is what's happening around the globe in the stock markets. When liquidity chases assets, any price could be possible. Apart from the liquidity, the sentiments also matter. What do the participants think? Say today you have a lot of first generation investors. There are Robinhood investors, there are a lot of youngsters who are investing through the apps. These people are encouraged into investing in the stock market. When they invest in the stock market and the next day when the market moves up, their confidence grows and they put in more and more amount of money into the stock market. Now adding to this, if the government policies are also supportive, like the way Nirmala Sitharaman's budget, the markets will not have any roof on the ceiling. That's precisely what is happening here, and we are seeing almost 52,000 on the Sensex as I record this particular video. Our interest is not that the Sensex has climbed 50,000 or 52,000. Our interest is to know what can happen going forward from here. That is where our interest lies. As I can see, there are three possible scenarios. Scenario number one, the Sensex will continue to climb higher and higher day after day from here onwards. That's a distinct possibility. What makes it happen? Number one, easy money. So interest rates, as I said, are closer to zero. Money is available freely. International money is moving into India. Indian forex reserves have crossed almost $600 billion. Now, India has more forex than the money it owes to the rest of the world. India's external borrowings are just around $550 billion. Against that, India has a forex kitty of over $600 billion. That means India has become a net creditor. Rupee is appreciating against the dollar. These are all the things which are favorable for money to move into India. This is scenario number one. So how much it can move up, I do not know, but a 10 to 15% rally from here cannot be ruled out. But will it happen? Answer is I do not know. Scenario 2. In the second scenario, instead of markets climbing up in a drastic way on the upside, markets may move like a creeper. That means they will stay here, they will continue their upward journey, but not at such a pace. Slow pace, but it is climbing for certain. This can happen in a situation where instead of a gush of liquidity coming into the market, the money comes in trickles or money comes at regular intervals of time. There are people who want to sell in the market. The selling pressure of these investors will be offset by the new investors who come into the market, and the markets may creep up. As an alternative to this, in scenario 2, instead of markets creeping up, market can do one more thing. That is called markets may remain in a sideways band, which means to say that they will not fall to a great extent, neither they will move up to a great extent. They may get fixated in a band, let's say between 50,000 to 55,000, it could remain in that particular range. It is called a sideways market, it is called a stagnant market, it's a consolidating market. That is where it can get stuck. This appears to be the most possible event from my perspective. I feel market may not climb up to a great extent, but market may not also fall down to a great extent. The chances of market stagnating here appears to be higher. You may ask a question, why do the markets stagnate? The markets stagnate for the simple reason that markets have risen with an expectation. Markets have moved up ahead of time. Now the stagnation process is markets will wait for the underlying economy to catch up. Once it sees the evidence of economy catching up as per the expectation, then the creeping upward move may take place. Till such time, the markets may stay where it is, stay in a 5%, 10% band and stagnate for a long period of time. It will wait for the economy to catch up. Only when it sees the evidence that the economy is performing as per the expectation, then the next upward journey may start. Scenario number 3. Market will become very tired of these levels. Markets may feel that they have climbed up too far ahead, too fast, and it's not sustainable, and markets can go through a correction phase. That means markets may give up the gains that they have made and they may come down. What are the chances, what are the probabilities of markets correcting from here? All these weeks or months prior to this, we were all thinking that the markets will correct very soon. But with the presentation of this particular budget and the events that are happening in the rest of the world, it looks uncertain for us at this point of time to expect a correction anytime soon. Nevertheless, corrections are always a part of the stock markets. Corrections will come. Will a correction come in next 30 days, 2 months, 3 months? I do not know. But the chances of markets correcting in the immediate run looks quite bleak. The best case scenario appears to be a stagnant market at this particular level. But if the international interest rates were to move up, or if the liquidity were to dry, then markets will definitely correct. But at the moment, there are no indication to suggest that the interest rates will go up either outside of India or within India. Even recently, Reserve Bank of India said they will maintain accommodative interest rate policies for as long as it is required. This is an indication to say that the interest rates will remain at this particular level for a reasonable period of time. This is supporting the market. As a result of this, the chances of stock market correcting in the immediate future looks to be very bleak. Are there any lessons which are available for us from the history of the stock market? I can see 2 earlier incidents which can guide us what can happen in the future. One incidence is 1993 or 1992 to be precise. That is when a similar budget was presented by Dr. Manmohan Singh and the markets climbed drastically up in no matter of time. They climbed to a level of from 2000 to close to 4000 levels, market climbed up. But what happened subsequently? For next 10 long years, market did not do anything. They stagnated between 4000 and 3500. This is what I call it as a sideways market. So market moved up out of the expectation. Because these expectations were a work in progress, market waited for 10 long years before the next upward journey began. The second incidence is 2013 and 2014 period. When Mr. Modi got elected, again the markets moved all the way from 18,000 on the Sensex, they went up to 30,000 and then started a creeping up move which took the stock markets up to 40,000. The move from 18,000 to 30,000 was very brisk. From 30 to 40,000, it took many years to climb that particular level. These are the two incidences which I can quote, which can guide us. This will tell us there are two possibilities from here onwards. One, market may get stuck in a sideways band for a long period of time, or the next best possibility could be that the market will go through a creeping up move for many years. A robust, prolonged rally looks very unlikely. Nevertheless, if something were to go wrong in the international market, interest rates were to go up, or if the flow of money coming into India dries up, or if the Indians want to withdraw money from the stock market, markets coming down can never ever be ruled out. The crucial question is, what should the investors do? If you are an investor who wants to enter the stock market today, all that I would like to tell you is the best days of stock market gains are behind us if you are looking to make good returns in the next 5 years. If you are a person who want to invest in the stock market and if you are prepared to wait for 5, 10, 15, 20 years, yes, you can definitely enter. But if you are a person who want to enter today and want to make a lot of money in the next 1, 2, 3 years, I don't think you will be able to make a great amount of money from the stock market. So when you are entering the market, keep this at the back of your mind that you may need to wait for a reasonably good period of time to make a dignified amount of profits from the stock markets. But if you are an investor who has already invested in the stock market, what is that you should be doing? All that you have to do is you have to maintain proper asset allocation. You should not be getting carried away from the incidents that is happening in the stock market. Let the market go up, let the market come down, or let it remain in a sideways band. All that you have to do is consult your financial planner, consult your advisors, maintain proper asset allocation, take out emotions from your investing activity and do it as a process driven method. That's the exact thing which you need to be doing, not worrying about where the stock markets will be 6 months from now or 2 years from now or from 10 years from now. This will ensure that you will have a very successful investment journey going forward. Dear viewers, if you are a person who want to invest in the stock markets, or if you want a guidance around your financial planning exercise, you can make best use of our services as well. I have shown my contact number here on the screens. You can send us a WhatsApp message on the number shown and somebody will be able to help you from our team in building a good financial plan for you. Don't hesitate to contact us if you are looking for a financial planner. Dear viewers, if I have given you something to ponder about in this particular video and it helped you, please like this video. If you are a person watching this program for the first time, or if you are yet to subscribe for this channel, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Don't forget to share this video with your near and dear ones. Thank you very much for watching this episode on NRI Money Clinic. I will be back with you with yet another topic in yet another video very soon.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.